Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Duke Silver. Today we have a Peter Pan's game for you, and we start off with a pretty medium shop. We get the Minotaur into a free roll, yielding nothing that we want to lock there. Obviously, just like with Skip, like with Peter Pan's, you really want to get econ going early. We could lock for this Minotaur triple, but I think it's like a really bad triple. I mean, there are level 2 treasures that we want, but I think we just don't want to we don't want to triple the into like a 10-2 anyways, and have only 2 units on board. We do find another Minotaur in the next shop though, and along with the Shrink Drink, allowing us to buy up most of this shop. We are unfortunately, it looks like we're gonna, it looked like we were gonna get egged, but the stag attack there gives us enough stats to break their egg. We get a free, well, maybe not necessarily free, but we get a stag pair in our shop here, which is fantastic. Getting the level 3 pair by 3.0. We did some rearranging there during the cut. We did get one of our stag attacks off there, but it's not quite enough, unfortunately. The doubly does get a lot of stats from the stag attack, but not quite enough to carry the combat there, and we leave them with just a 0-3 mim. Considering buying this mouse, I mean, because of course we want to collect mice eventually, but you don't want to be buying them up too early and have them clogging up your bench, especially if you end up with a lot of 3 pairs. You just end up having to sell them anyways. So I think we're just going to take a roll here, and we get rewarded for our roll with a pair of doublies here, and that's going to add up to quite a few stats. We're gonna sell out of our baby root here. I think we want to keep our pair. And now we've got 2 doublies behind the stags, so hopefully that'll be a fair amount of stats and maybe carry us through a fight. That's a very large donkey on the opposing side though, but we do get both stag attacks, which means that our doublies are able to carry those stats and win the combat, and we get our pig gold as well. So really good combat there. I do like Fancy Pants more than these other treasures, especially on pants, but the Haunted Helm with Triply is just way too many stats for me to pass up here. Finish off with a lucky there. Unfortunately, opponent does have a large dragon that is able to take out our Spellweaver, which was hoping to hide behind that Triply, but unfortunately they found a way past it, or over top of it, I suppose. And we've already got a few dwarves. I mean, Princess White is definitely not that bad a pickup. In general, I kind of like White on Peter Pan's, just because you see a lot of the cheap dwarves really quickly, so the triple is not that expensive. I mean, I guess you buy, if you buy all 2 cost dwarves, it's like 7 gold plus the 3 investment from the Princess White, so it's like technically 1 more gold than normal. But the fact that those dwarves a lot of time play on the board, like you can see this Crafty. Crafty's pretty decently sized for how big it is. We don't really have room on board because we would have to sell out of some triples, but we do find this Lucky, which does triple and get a decent amount of stats, and also contributes to our Princess White progress. And we TLK the Golden Lucky into a copycat. Unfortunately, we can't play it. We can't play the pig with it. We don't want to be giving the lobby a bunch of gold. Shout out to Hamio here, who's playing Trophy Hunter. They've got a Puff on board. Hamio, you might recognize from some of the Storybook Brawl tournaments. I believe he achieved Silver Pro at by the end of the competitive year, anyways. Great Storybook Brawl player anyhow. So we just made sure to wave hello. There's another doubly here, and I mean, we've got this again. There are 2 level 2 treasures that we potentially want, but I mean, we can't sell out of a 3 pair. We need to get through too many to get to our hat ball here. So we sell out of the Cindy there. And yeah, I mean, we are gonna sell out of a pair here because we have the dwarves in the shop to get our Princess White quest done, and it does pay off. We get our crystal ball here. Now, with the crystal ball, Aeon could be our spell cost reduction, but with the TLK there, the Aeon's only temporary, so we just go for the TLK. I mean, it yields something that we can't really use right now. It's just a 1917, which is a fine amount of stats. It's nothing exceptionally special here, but it's something that we can shard or TLK once more into hopefully into something more relevant, a more relevant golden 6 anyhow. All right, we're starting to collect the mice now. That we have some board space. Cast a spell just to put a little bit of stats on the Spellweaver, and there's our third Spellweaver, which yields us Merlin's hat, which is fantastic. Now we're kind of off to the races with our hat ball. I mean, we do need to find a third treasure to really pop off, but yeah, this is what we've been looking for, what we dig through threes for. And against the ghost fight, we play both pigs here, and we get paid off. We get both pig golds, so that's going to go a long way for us to hopefully find something. All right, we got our mouse triple. Unfortunately, no forking rod here. Sky Castle is really good if you need level 3 treasures still, because I mean, finding only pairs of royals to get level 3 treasures makes it a lot more efficient. But we don't want it here, as we can't find level 4 royals, so. Do a little bit of board rearranging here, and there's a triple, which we do end up taking just because it's a lot of stats, and we should put it in slot 1 with this haunted helm now. Obviously, it's a lot bigger, or a fair amount bigger than our other Tripoli, but we do fail to do that as we are focused on other things here. We go for a shrink spell as we have only 1 gold and see the familiar in the shop. We do skip that, so we get to roll and see if we can lock a targeted spell, and we do. There's a TLK, and I think we're out of pig now. I think we're down to top 5 players, and we need to just play our strongest board. An opponent is also hatballing on Potion Master, so they have a built-in big book of spells. And fortunately for us, we do get the tie here, but yeah, they're a little bit ahead of us as far as hatballing goes. All right, we're gonna use this TLK on the Princess White. We don't care about the dwarf stats in the shop anymore. It's just the smallest thing, so let's upgrade it. We're gonna pick up another Spellweaver here. We've got a monster, so we can use that Jekyll's Concoction. Another TLK into a Siren, and another TLK, chaining those into a Herc here. So level 6 treasure, that could be our a Wand of Weirding potentially. So that's a great hit for us here, and we just wanted to figure out what to sell here, because we do need a tree to be able to cast these exponential growths. So we do sell down for or sell 1 down for the creeper there. All right, and yeah, the Herc is big enough that we get there in 2 hits. Opponent summons 2 level 6s out of their donkey. Fortunately for us, it's still not enough. They're kind of the weaker 6s there. Alright, here's our level 6 treasure selection. No Wand of Weirding, unfortunately. I think we're just going to take the Phoenix Feather. Like, Spear is good and all, but I mean, Phoenix Feather with one of these large Spellweavers seems very, very good to me. Being able to rebuy the ranged. I was debating taking the another Wizard's Familiar here, but without a spell doubler, like, I think it's a little bit less exciting. Chaining a few spells there. There's another mouse and another Spellweaver. We're definitely taking the mouse. We decided to forego the other Spellweaver for now, though. We still want to cast some spells, and we really need to find, again, we need to find our spell doubler, basically. I mean, if we like find a bunch of Wizard's Familiars, like Big Book of Spells does do the job, but I mean, obviously Forking Rod is better. And here's the Trophy Hunter, who gets to slay with a monster book, double supported by Baba, so spells kind of run rampant on our board here. Fortunately, we do get our Spellweaver back because of the Phoenix Feather, and that's just enough for us to win the combat with our range here. And now we're hunting for mouse, and we're casting spells. And that's I mean, that's pretty much it at this point. We're just kind of doom rolling and trying to get some spell value here. A lot of golden, a lot of shiny characters in that in that shop, but we just ignore it. We move on. Again, we just need mouse. We just need spells here. All right, unfortunately, no mouse triple in this on this turn. Once again, this is the Potion Master who is kind of ahead of us on as far as hat ball things go. And yeah, it looks like we're gonna lose, but once again, Phoenix Feather on our big range character is just enough to win the combat. Seeing a lot of Spellweavers, but unfortunately not able to take them. I mean, we probably could. We could have sold out of something, but I mean, we really just want to find this mouse, so that's a pretty big investment. And there we go. We found the Forking Rod out of the mouse triple, so now we can kind of go to town here. And now we're happy to pick up these Wizard's Familiars as we see them. We fire off a shard there onto the Herc, turning it into a pumpkin, which is going to go pretty nicely with our Oni Tyrant. Even though nothing else on the board is evil, it's still a decently sized monster that'll spawn of level 5 when it dies. Hopefully another monster if we have a choice in it. We just exhaust our targeted spells and end with Reckless Wager there. And here, Wonder Waddle was on 40 health just a couple rounds ago, and they're down to 8. So they had a really strong start, but apparently have really fallen off. Or our opponents and ourselves have just been able to get stronger at a pace faster than they can keep up with here. And now with this Forking Rod, these Mix-a-Wizzles and TLKs and whatnot are just going to be so much more effective. We go for the Mix-a-Wizzle on the pumpkin there. I mean, again, it only spawns one thing, and we can find hopefully something a little bit better. We get to triple one of our another Wizard's Familiar here, which is going to hopefully add up to a lot of stats pretty quickly with this Forking Rod. We've got our tree and everything. We're just going to keep sharding this one character who's just going to keep turning into Boomhilda, apparently. We could probably play the Boomhilda over like the Triply here. We do shard it into a Burnbeard, so now we want to start trying to shard the other level 6 Beauty's Influence character. Unfortunately, we were not quite quick enough to get that Reckless Wager done. You can see Hamio has assembled a couple of golden friendly spirits, and they're quite large. Fortunately for us, they don't. Hamio doesn't seem to have any additional scaling, like no bad moons to really allow them to pop off. And their Slay Treasures, I think they're a bit lacking there. So that's fortunate for us, as strong trophy hunter is definitely a huge threat to us in general. We are at a healthy life total, so we got lots of time to scale though. So we're at 46 here at this point. Again, we've got this Burnbeard. We wanna shard this Oni, but a recurring theme in this game so far is we're double sharding a lot of these Beauty's Influence 6s, and they're just turning back into the same thing, which is kind of funny. Go for a double 4 glory at the end there. Opponent does cast a Pegamorph on us here. Again, this is the Potion Master who is hat balling. They never found Forking Rod or Wand of Weirding either, so that's very fortunate for us. Also, I mean, getting the Scion this turn off that Mix-a-Wizzle is really good for us. Allows us to knock out the Potion Master. Again, keep sharding this. Once again, it turns right back into an Oni Tyrant. It changes forms briefly and then becomes what it was before. So again, just kind of a funny little sequence there, or funny little pattern that's happening in this game, where that keeps happening. Again, also we got another Scion of the Storm off of a Mix-a-Wizzle, which is great. And another Mix-a-Wizzle, which we are going to use on this Triply. Unfortunately, that one is not good, so we don't get to shard it. And we're out of gold there, so we just cast the Falling Stars. Hopefully, it doesn't help our opponent out too much or create like a bad breakpoint for us. Hamio has added another friendly spirit to their board. Fortunately, we have a ton of health up front, so we deny all their slays. And I mean, one of those Babas got very big just from those friendly spirit stats, but yeah, we managed to make pretty short work of that combat anyways. Alright, we pick up another Spellweaver here. There's a golden Spellweaver, but I don't think we're going to bother with it. That would actually just reduce the amount of Spellweavers we have in general, and we don't really need to consolidate these backline stats. We just want to scale up this other familiar. Although the game just keeps offering us Spellweavers, but we are going to refuse for now. Get a Doom Breath off of that shard, which is really nice. Doom Breath is really, really powerful against Trophy Hunter specifically, so pretty happy to see that. We get a Lordy out of that last TLK, not exactly ideal here. We just sub in the Mummy over the smallest Weaver that we have here. We get a really, really good Doom Breath attack there. And yeah, it's enough to demolish their backline. Unfortunately for Hamio here, but it puts up the GG anyways, and yeah, we take down the win at 54 life. So we did pretty well. We took a couple hits early. It took a little bit to find our hat ball, and even longer to find our forking rod, but the Phoenix Feather in the meantime really put in some work for us. And yeah, we just cast enough health pots to have a ton of health left over, and this ends in a pretty dominant win. Even though I feel like Hamio was strong enough to mostly keep up with us, we just kind of denied the slays, and then yeah, I mean, I guess we had a ton of health up front, so it was going to be pretty hard for Trophy Hunter to be able to get a lot of value. But I mean, if the Friendly Spirit stats had gone really well, and Hamio had found the Slay treasures, then it could have been a lot worse for us anyways. But yeah, we end up with the victory, and very decisively so. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, let me know if you enjoyed this. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all the fun stuff that helps the algorithm. I would be very grateful. And yeah, as always, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow.